It's the drummer from BTO.
3, 2, 1.
The Department of Health presents When Timmy Touched Himself, Self-Abuse, and You.
The house, in the middle of a deadly game of cat and mouse.
As mandated by President Mom.
We salute the dedicated men of the Nakli Upapupper.
Look, Toto, it's Miss Gulch.
One American town looks like any other when you see it from an airplane window.
Beautiful East St. Louis.
Line the quiet residential streets, and there's usually a highway running through to an industrial area where many town people work.
Let's judge their squalor.
But in every town, you'll find houses like this, run down, neglected. Trash and litter disfigure the house and yard. An eyesore, yes, and as you'll see, much more.
A mortal sin.
This neglected is the house that may be doomed.
Doomed,
in an atomic
doomed.
age.
Hello, I'm Scatman
What would
Crothers.
happen to such a town if it were on the outer fringe of an attack directed at a nearby city? We can answer that question, in part at least, even though it hasn't happened yet.
You're boned. Good night.
Of civil defense tests were made to discover the effects of atomic heat on American homes. I am going to show you how protective measures can help guard your home against the heat effects of an atomic explosion.
Then I'll show you how to make love to a woman.
This is the Nevada Proving Ground.
Prove it.
Tests were made on miniature houses in various stages of upkeep, inside and out. These tests were also made on common fire hazards like dead grass, old leaves, discarded newspapers, and fence structures.
And the flaming corpses of your neighbors.
5 fences placed far enough from the explosion that they could survive the blast. The fences in the middle are built of decayed wood. Dry grass and litter simulate conditions you've seen in too many alleys and backyards in slum areas.
Poor people deserve
Trash,
to burn.
Litter and dead grass are perfect kindling for the unprotected and unpainted wood of the fence itself. The moments tick away as we await the bomb and the fireball.
But first, Joey Bishop.
Oh, welcome to Edward Teller Fantasy Camp.
Then the blast wave.
The blast clears the way for
The
condos.
3 middle fences are built of rotten wood, unpainted and surrounded by trash.
Well, that's
They were
judgmental.
immediately ignited. The 2 outer fences, without litter, are slower to ignite. Decayed, combustible wood surfaces like these fences are readily ignited by heat flash.
And so am I.
Likewise, some types of interiors are easily ignited.
My lace doilies!
This will be demonstrated in the next test.
Bad fences make dead neighbors.
Here are 2 miniature frame houses, identical in structure, both in good condition and well painted outside. Sturdily mounted cameras in front of the houses are to record the effect of heat flash. Large windows purposely expose the interiors to the flash.
Yeah, it's not much, but it's got a great southern exposure.
Oh, you got that right.
In the house on the right, all the earmarks of untidy housekeeping.
Oh, how I loathe them.
Newspapers and magazines lying about.
This pillow slightly
And
unfluffed.
cluttered tables. Now the house on the left, identical to the other, but
It's
spick and
Adrian
span.
Monks.
Chairs have been covered in something decoratively
Glass has been
toxic.
thrown away. Tabletops are tidy.
Except for the Bible, which cannot burn.
2 homes, one a fire trap, even under ordinary conditions. The other cleaned up and fresh with better, safer housekeeping. Both ready for the test bomb.
Ooh, test bomb, you're the... Oh,
And the heat wave. Then the blast tears away part of each roof.
No kidding,
see it
folks.
again
They
in stop
really
motion.
did this.
First, the light flash, and the thermal or heat wave that only chars the painted outer surface of both houses.
Pigpen, the last known photo.
Then the blast.
Aw, darn it. I just cleaned.
The cluttered room of the house on the right bursts into flame. In a few moments, the interior is completely ablaze.
Now you'll really have to
The
spiff
fire
up.
that started inside spreads rapidly to the house itself, although the house on the left still shows no exterior flames.
You can still rent it out.
Now the house on the right burns as fiercely as if it had been deliberately fired with kindling.
Or hit with a nuclear bomb, but who would do that?
The lack of fire-safe housekeeping has doomed this house to destruction.
Doomed, doomed.
In the other house, with its better, safer housekeeping readily extinguished afterward.
It will provide ample shelter from the coming onslaught of atomic zombies.
One house standing, one house leveled, both painted and cleaned up outside. Identical houses except for inside conditions and housekeeping. Now, our third test. 3 identical miniature frame houses, each with varying exterior conditions, all the same distance from the point of the explosion.
Little boxes in the desert, little
The house on
boxes
the right
blown to
is
hell
an
and back.
eyesore. But you've seen these same conditions in your own hometown.
Forget paint. Let's just torch the sucker.
Old, unpainted wood. And look at the paper, leaves, and trash in the yard.
Hey, Shelley, you're pushing an open door. I'll take it.
Results of atomic heat flash on this house. The house on the left
Is Michael
Many
Kinsley.
homes across the nation. Heavily weathered, dry wood in run-down condition.
Yeah, it let itself go after the divorce.
This house is the product of years of neglect. It has not been painted regularly. It's dry and rotten.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
A tinderbox ready to turn into a blazing torch.
Suicide is its only solace.
The house in the middle, in good condition, with a clean, unlittered yard.
In Eisenhower's America, clean means
Ordinary,
white.
Good quality house paint. Light painted surfaces reflect heat, and the paint also protects the wood from weathering and moisture damage. Let's watch the test now and see what happens under atomic heat.
It's wackier. It's zanier. It's a total blast.
No, maybe you did leave the iron on, honey.
Now let's go back and see it again in stop motion.
Oh, take it away, Ray Harryhausen.
The heat wave and clouds of dust.
Oh, great. Radiation, heat, dust, and my boss is coming over for dinner.
Keep your eye on the house on the right.
The explosion actually improved
Notice
it.
how the heat wave affects it.
We're having a heat wave. A nuclear heat wave.
There's the fire starting in the trash surrounding the house.
So if the Ruskies attack, we'd rather they did it after Trash
Now
Day?
it spreads to the house itself. In a moment, the blast wave, and here it comes.
Well, looks like it put the fire out anyway.
Yeah, it's a nice, easy listening holocaust.
The house on the right is the first to ignite. The trash serves as kindling for the dry, weathered wood.
Kingsford charcoal.
The house on the left smolders for a few moments. Looks almost as if it will not burn, and then bursts into flame. The house on the right continues to burn. 2 houses are a total loss, but the well-kept and painted house in the middle still stands.
Yeah, 3 days later, the owners all died of radiation poisoning, though, so...
Which of these is your house?
It's any of them, I'll sue.
This one? The house on the right? Dilapidated with
Ow, ow, ow!
dead grass, litter everywhere.
Well, sure, now.
The house on the left? Unpainted, run down, neglected. Is this your house?
Ah, they nuked it for the
The
insurance.
house in the middle, cleaned up, painted up, and fixed up, exposed to the same searing atomic heat wave, did not catch fire. Close examination revealed only a slight
Nope,
charge
can't feel the hand.
on the outer surface.
And with all the other houses blown away, it's doubled in value.
King Friday's moving in.
The White House in the middle survived an atomic heat flash. These civil defense tests have proven how important upkeep is to our houses and towns. Now it's up to us, the people, to take decisive action.
To wear women's
All right,
underwear.
you say, what can I do about it? What can my community do?
Paint yourself and your family
For
white.
America, towns and cities are organizing local cleanup, paint-up, fix-up campaigns.
No, they didn't.
Boy and Girl Scouts and school children of all ages are
All
told
wrapped into
how they
one.
can help by organizing teams to clean up alleys and backyards. See that you help by removing all of the litter, junk, old newspapers, and trash. They collect and pile up. Your community needs
Pick
this
up that
help.
trash or you'll burn like a Buddhist monk.
Those long-delayed repair jobs now. Trim your shrubbery and trees, weed and plant flowers. Keep your block cleaned up.
Name names.
Beauty, cleanliness, health, and safety are the 4 basic doctrines that protect our homes, our cities.
Well, my spot's covered.
You've seen the tests.
Yeah, I saw him, but I don't believe him.
Join up with your friends and neighbors for a better, safer community. It's also good civil defense, which is everyone's responsibility.
Although Walter Cronkite doesn't have to get his own
House
pictures.
on the left, the dirty and littered house on the right, or the clean white house in the middle. It is your choice. The reward may be survival.
Stay clean and white, America.
It's your patriotic duty.
A Quinn Martin production. Also known as the paint and cleanser industry.
We gave hundreds of people bone cancer to get you to buy Glidden, so buy it!
Aluminum siding is a communist plot.
The Rosenbergs were slovenly housekeepers, and now they're dead.
Bye-bye, paint.